Hey guys, so today I want to share something with y'all that I've just kind of been thinking about for the last couple weeks, and I just kind of wrote everything down because just a lot was coming to mind about it. And so this is something that I'm calling the battle on humanity. And so I'm just going to read and add as I go. Humanity is under constant battle because we are such magical conduits. Humanity as a whole can accomplish supernatural magical things when we are on one accord. This is why the evil entities want to separate and destroy us, to cause a divide within the people, within humanity. This is also why the entities of love want us to come together at all times, because if we do, we can manifest pure love in this realm, or, heaven on earth, and we can grow as a single consciousness. And so this is kind of the idea that we are all connected, we are all one, and the lower vibrational energies, the evil entities, you can call it the devil if you want, you can call it hate, call it whatever, but I feel like as humans we are always kind of pulled to one side or the other. We're pulled either to love or hate, good or evil, God or the devil, oneness versus separation. It's always kind of that idea of we're either all in this together or we're tearing each other down. And I believe as humans, because we are, first of all, like scientifically, we are bioelectrical beings, that we have the capacity to allow energies to pass through us, or to just kind of like dwell within us, as our human body being the host, because we have electrical currents running through us. And so in a spiritual way, that everything is energy, we are also energy. We allow energy to flow through us. We operate by energy. And so it can be those cases where we have to choose which energy that we allow ourselves to operate by. Okay, so like the Bible says, before, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities, rulers of the dark. And once again, this is not me being super religious. I believe there's a lot of truth in the Bible, and it is a good book to read in order to know ourselves as spiritual beings. Okay, so the spirit of source flows through us to battle against evil spirits, and not only through us, but there are a lot of battles that are fought in the spiritual realm that we do not know about, that we probably wouldn't be able to handle. So what we choose to allow energetic access to our minds and our being as conduits is the spiritual energy that we will operate in. So once again, whatever we choose to give our mind to, give our energy to, is gonna be what we operate by, how we live our lives on a regular basis. We are not the principalities themselves. We are not all of these energies that can impact our spirit and our minds. We are not those energies. Just like to say, you are not your thoughts. It's kind of the same thing. If we were, when we find ourselves in spiritual warfare and we defeat a principality or a low vibrational energy, the person that holds that energy would show physical signs of damage or injury. So if we were just the spirit itself, just the energy itself, as our body, which, yes, they are all connected, but our body is not that energy. Our body is just what's here on this physical plane. Our spirit is what's in the spiritual plane. And so, because we are not just that spirit, it's not like we walk around looking like we got beat up when we're engaging in spiritual warfare. That's basically what I'm saying. You don't see physical signs of damage or injury just on the physical human body when you're engaging in warfare, because we are not that spirit 100%. That spirit is a part of us, yeah, but it's not us 100%. This is not to say that the person holding a particular principality or energy doesn't show signs of defeat at all. They do, but it's simply, they do show the signs of defeat or injury because of the principality that's being held within them, that's being defeated. And that can be whether they simply are being cut off from you. And this is speaking as, someone outside yourself that's kind of like in a low vibrational energy, or they have a certain principality that they're allowing to kind of like run their life. But when you defeat that within another person, it's not, like I said, it's not going to show up as them, looking like they got beat up. But it's going to be more so them just being cut off from you, that energy is not accessible. You are not accessible to that energy anymore. So they either get cut off from you, or they become angry or upset that you have caused them to expose their true colors, or feeling exposed in one way or another. That's another way you can tell that you are defeating an energy or, evil principality in another person. Or they may even recognize the behavior that they were portraying and change it. So I feel like these are some of the more common ways that you can tell that you are or have defeated a low vibrational energy or a evil principality in another person. Is that they basically, they're not in your life anymore. You cut off people that are not good for you, and that's kind of the same thing. Or they get upset that you see exactly what's going on. You see exactly what energy they're allowing to run their life, or they'll change it. And these are ways to know that you saw what you saw. You know what you know about the energy and the whatever evil, hateful entity, principality that they were affected by. Okay, so this does depend on the level of which that person has allowed themselves to be affected by evil, hateful principalities and ways of living. It can result in physical, mental, and emotional damage to that person if they do not become aware of the energy that they are carrying and release or change it. It can cause dis-ease. So basically their body is not at ease. Their body, their mind, their spirit is not at ease, because they're allowing whatever hate and, low energy, heavy energy to affect them. This does not only apply to dealings with people outside yourself, but when you're within yourself as well. So this is not just for people who are not you. This is also you, because we all deal with spiritual warfare to some level. And it's not always some, big supernatural thing. It's really just a choice of whether you're gonna allow, hate to destroy your day. That's spiritual warfare. Those are, hate is the result of certain thoughts and certain feelings and certain, spiritual energy. So spiritual warfare is not always some big event. Spiritual warfare is basically us choosing how to live every day. So depending on what we allow ourselves to consume and hold on to, we can find ourselves in a spiritual battle within. It requires the same as anyone outside yourself to become aware of the energies and principalities that you have allowed to impact you and release or change it. So once again, this is something that we all deal with. But it's important to know that we are not those energies. We are not those principalities. We are not those thoughts and feelings that would have us living a very low vibrational life. We have the choice. We do have the free will to choose how we live. These evil powers and principalities are not who we truly are. We are all innately capable of love. We are all innately capable of growth. Without growth, love, and support, neither us as humans nor this natural earth would exist. But we still have the power to choose the capacity in which we allow our existence, our spirits, and our souls to impact the world we live in. The intention of growth is stronger than the intention of destruction. We all have the instinct to survive. Even those who cause destruction, it's just their way of trying to survive and thrive, but it won't last long because all they know is destruction. Once they've destructed or destroyed all the people around them, if the people have allowed that to happen, once they destroy, one area, they go to another area and destroy it because they can't get anything else from the area that they destroyed. So they have to go to another area and destroy that. And once they've destroyed everything around them, destroyed their lives, who else to destroy but yourself? So destruction cannot last. Destruction eventually destroys itself because of its nature. Simply that. And so if you think about it, just as simple as the trees, they grow their leaves, they grow their flowers, and even though their leaves fall off during autumn, it grows back. It's just the nature of nature. Is gonna keep growing and is gonna grow in cycles, yeah, but growth is just the innate nature of Earth, and not only just Earth but us as well. I mean, even our cells, the nature of our cells is to what's the word? I know it, I can't think of it. But the nature of our cells is to grow, to make other cells. Like, our cells, they die off, and then, the old cells, they die off. But we keep growing more cells, especially as kids when they grow. That's just what we do. We grow. And so it's not just physically that we are growers in nature, but spiritually as well. We are more inclined to grow than to destroy. And so we are also more inclined to love than hate. I know it doesn't seem like it, but we are. But it just depends on what energies, what spiritual entities are you allowing to impact you as a spiritual being. Okay, the choices exist every day, and every day will be some level of spiritual warfare. It can get easier, or maybe you just get stronger and more resilient, and it's not as big of an event to you once you've seen some things, once you've gone through some things, once you've grown through some things. You just get more resilient, and that's just the nature of us. It's just the nature of humanity. However, it is a lifetime battle. Spiritual warfare, as long as we are all on this earth, existing on this earthly plane, spiritual warfare will be a lifetime battle, because that's just how our existence is set up. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. I know that's cliche, but it's also true. We're spiritual beings having a human experience, and as long as we are in this human body, with us being bioelectrical beings, being spiritual beings, there's always going to be a choice of which way you want to live your life, of which way you want to go, of how you want to impact the people around you. So this is just something, like I said, I had been thinking about for the last couple of weeks, on how the people that you interact is not, and there are some people in this world that are way worse off than the people, we might see on a regular basis. But it's not that flesh and blood person that we are fighting against. Is the spirit behind the person. And that's something that I've had to kind of remember and remind myself when I am dealing with people, because we all make mistakes. We all, kind of allow ourselves to be more on the negative side of life sometimes. Even me, myself. So, but what I've realized is that I have a choice. And it's not always the easiest choice, but we do have a choice. So I hope this gave y'all a new perspective on kind of dealing with people throughout life. And what I really want y'all to take from this is that when you're dealing with other people, just remember that it's not that physical person that you are fighting against. It's the spirit behind the person. And hopefully that will make it easier for you to, not take things so to heart or personal, but to know that these are energies, these are thoughts, these are feelings that are manifesting through this person. And that's something that we do have the power and the capacity to defeat on a regular basis. So thank y'all for watching. I will see y'all in the next video. Be well.